Their official ghost hunting song now. There goes another one. There's another one. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Just let that theme music just kind of go off in the background there. I had to laugh. One of the trolls last night, like, Rosie, you're going to get tagged as that kind of girl, like a spook girl. You know, you better be careful what the hell you're doing. Good morning, Missy Jenn in the house today. What's really ironic about that is I hate spooks. I hate creepy stuff. I hate you're like, that makes you a perfect candidate for black cats. You can bottle up the Enter and Drive. Oh, thank you, honey. I don't know. I just do it, baby. Just do it, my Queenie girl. Let's get a big finish now. Love that. Beyond by White Sand. If you're not subscribed to this guy, you're missing it. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. It is the, what do we got? 6/8? 6/8, June 8th, 2019. And I sure hope your day's off to a good start. Yeah, it was a very epic hangout last night. It's everything. I don't sleep much, no. It's everything that you would, thank you, Bieber. Bieber's gay. Last night was a blast. You know, it was a good break. It was a good break from baking last night, because quite frankly, I wasn't in the mood to do baking last night. These allergies are so horrendous that doing a good old-fashioned troll-orama turned out to be a wonderful thing. Good morning, Joey D. Nice to see you this morning, Joey D. in the house. Nice to always have you aboard. Yes, it was a lot of fun last night. That's kind of what a troll-orama should be. You've got a pretty heavy element of trolling in there, and that's always like the pepper on our meeting here in YouTube. So I want to thank all of everybody that was in last night. Obviously, it's something that people enjoy, coming it in, mixing it up, and I have a blast. Some nights it's good to just drop the filters, drop the wrenches, and just let people be, you know, just let people cut loose a little bit. And that is the joy of the troll-orama. The allergies are a little better, keeping the windows closed here. I do have to cut a lot of grass today to get ready, so that's going to be, it was Maybell. Thank you, Maybella. Thank you. It was fun last night. So tomorrow at 4 a.m., I'll be on the road, and relief will be in sight. Once I get up to the high desert, I will be good to go. I will take my allergy medicines. I can get into Nebraska's tremendous grasslands and all through. So I just don't know how things are going to be, but I will be prepared for it. You know, I am tough as a hard nut, man, and that's for sure. Yeah, so thanks once again. We got some throwdown on there. It's one of the fun things about YouTube. My wonderful friend Sandy Callie and her Texas team, they've really been wonderful. Good morning, Harvey. Wonderful boosters and patrons of my channel and our activities here on the Rancho for years, almost since day one. Wonderful person. And I love that when, you know, she gave that challenge last night, spend a night or do something at the Oasis Motel in Las Vegas, room 20. So we'll see. Mark Handler, thank you for the links. Good morning, Dory Lynn. Nice to see you. Yeah, I love it when a 3-year plan comes to fruition. How you doing, the beautiful Dory Lynn in the house? Nice to see you. And my girl, Jen, good morning, honey. Nice to see you. Mark Handler, thank you for that link. I have two, actually, I've put in 2 Gmails this morning. Now, a lot of these psychic investigators and all these paranormal people, they're flaky as fuck. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there, okay? So one place I try to call on the phone is like, the number you've reached, 702 blah, 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 has been disconnected. You know, and I'm not surprised. You know, it's a really flaky kind of business. Yeah, it's going to be nice to be on the road again. And I'm going to do a video packing up and getting all the van ready and going over some van things. But these people are really flaky. So I have multiples. I may end up, how much is that? That ran about to $80, $100 with tip, buddy. Put on a nice tip on top of that for $100, which isn't bad for 3 people. But I may end up contracting a psychic, you know, to go up there. We'll see if maybe we can communicate with Stu Unger, the greatest poker player and one of the greatest gamblers of all time. What am I doing today? I'm getting ready, Carol. I'm packing up to hit the road. It's going to be the last time I'm going to be together with Missy Jenn for at least 1 month. So, you know, I want to spend a lot of time with her today. If you haven't seen it, I did put the video up on the Rosie McNamara, the topless pool over there. It's not, you know, you're not going to see titties a go-go or anything over there, okay? YouTube doesn't allow that, but it's still the fun. As I hated the time, now I find it very, I hated it at the time. If you have a chance, yeah, I do too, Cheryl, and good morning to you. I hated it at the time. Now I find it very interesting. You have a chance to experience it. You will never forget. Yeah, you ordered up. Say that's good, Dory Lynn. I might get Stewie from the Hop Monk Tavern in Sebastopol. Wrong Stewie, man. Wrong Stewie. Wrong Stewie. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, oh, you got the wrong Stewie, right? Sorry, Stewie. Man, I didn't mean to. Any disrespect, brother. Back in your box now there and all good. So, yeah, really had a good time. I had fun. So it's going to be a theme. Remember, you're going to know where I'm traveling. If you see, if you know a place in your area, and you want to do a little throwdown challenge or something like that, if there's an abandoned psychiatric hospital or some abandoned home out in the middle of nowhere, I mean, I don't want to be killed by some wild animal or something, but, you know, JT, what's going on? You know, it's a lot. That's where I need, that's why I say I need your help for that, that type of thing. As you can see, I depend on people knowing their areas a lot more than I do. I don't know anything. Like Mark Handler lives around the Omaha area over there, so he's very familiar with spooky stuff over there. And can say, Rosie, go hop in the van. Make sure you pop over. Better yet, put Mark Handler in the van and go out there and do a little bit of chooching out there. Could be a lot of fun too if you're willing to go chooching along with the Rosie girl. And you got a set. Could be fun and kind of fun. So it'd be interesting in Vegas. The challenge has been delivered to stay a night down there at that motel. There's also some creepy other stuff. The people sent, I cannot believe the volume of stuff that I got sent overnight amongst the usual threats to see in Vegas on the street, blah, blah, blah. The number of people that have written me with more stuff about Las Vegas and more creepy things to check out. You don't normally associate Vegas with being that kind of city. Yeah, it sure was fun, Jeffrey. Thank you for being along. We really blew it out last night. It was a blast. That is a true old school Trollorama. You know, anything goes. And there was only one person that was removed from the Hangout last night, I think, and I removed him. I removed him from the Trollorama. I cannot have people talking about children or animals on the chat. It's automatic grounds for removal. And my moderators know that. Good morning, Kim. They know that. Yeah, Dory is like nothing more creepy than visiting the wedding chapel I first got married in. That's fun. Thank you, Carol. That's a preview of coming attractions on the road. The other beautiful thing is that everything worked great. I don't have all that mod stuff on this side. I don't have all the links and paper on this side. It's just a fun Saturday morning. But that stuff performed flawlessly last night, and I was really happy how well that chatbot performed last night. Not obnoxious, just the right level of things. And as a result, there was some wonderful support for the travel that came through. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate that. You know, it's wonderful. I don't go out there and beat the drum and tell people, you know, 5, 10, 20, whatever, but it's just nice when it's, you know, something. It makes you feel, you know, people are going to hate it when I say this, but they're going to hate the shit I do anyway. It just makes you feel a little special that you're bringing content that people are really enjoying and really being engaged with. And the thing that makes it great, it's not me, it's the other people that you interact with on the side chat. You know what I'm saying? That's where the fun is, when you're going back and forth and my mods are battling creeps on the side chat and stuff's going on and you guys are jumping in and out. It's a blast. And the numbers prove that's the kind of stuff. You don't have to sit on here. You don't have to bash on people. You don't have to be negative to get high numbers for Hangouts. What are you allergic to? Grass pollen is what I'm allergic to. That's my nemesis. Lucky for me. Now we're peaking here, but I'll probably be following across the country. So nothing is as bad as Sonoma County. Okay, this is like one of the worst spots in the nation for grass pollen, with all the grasslands and the hills we have around here. So the performance of that chatbot was great. The other performance was that I now have confidence when I'm traveling out there. I don't have to have Streamlabs on, because Streamlabs takes up, as I've said before, Streamlabs takes up so much of your CPU processing. Remember, all these cell phones they have, but in addition to making phone calls, and I'm going to talk about the beauty of cell phones in a minute, as if you didn't know, besides making phone calls, which the original function was for and still is, you have a very powerful and expensive computer in these. So you're basically carrying the compactest of compact computers with you. But that thing has a little CPU, central processing unit, and that at times you're using Streamlab and you're consuming so much of that CPU, it's ridiculous. The beautiful thing about YouTube streaming is that they have all the presets on your own channel, and all you're doing is just being a remote for it. So it's very light on CPU. All the functions are there. I'm going to be able to zoom and all kinds of things that I wasn't able to do with the other things. May Bella says, me too, the pollen killed me. I did Claritin and I take this other. I use the spray in the morning, the Flonase type of spray in the morning, and then I double up on 2 Claritins. I double up. Good morning, Brown Bear Jamboree. Nice to see you, honey. I just double up. I double up on that. So I think a lot of people are still sleeping. We had a very late night, late night, but a fun night last night. The other thing, I mean, it's great. You know, you get so dependent on a phone, especially all those years I trucked cameras around, and now I can do it all. You see the videos, the Italian feast at the Union Hotel Italian restaurant in Occidental. You see, I go out to the coast. I can do cinematic things in here. Yeah, they're not perfect. There's a little bit of wobble in some of them in the shake, but for the ease of just taking this and the power that this has in it, you know, and I may step up to the Samsung Galaxy 10 on the trip, which has a wider angle lens. Johnny Watt, does Sudafed help you? I try to stay clear of the antihistamines because they just get me wired. I used to take Claritin D, and I would be, you know how jumpy I am and how energetic I am. I couldn't sleep for 48 hours. Good morning, Joseph Kane, or good evening in Australia, I should say. Nice to see you. I know it's like 1 a.m. in the morning down there. Nice to see you, Joe Kane. Always wonderful to see you. Yeah, so the coil on my metal detector now, can I use rubbing alcohol to clean the contacts? I would. You can also use a tiny bit of very fine grit sandpaper too, very fine, like a 800 across those contacts too. That should help a little bit. Too. Make sure your battery has enough power also for that. So, yeah, thank you, Missy Jenn. Please sub up to Rosie McNamara. We've had a lot of people. I think we're closing. I'm already closing in on 500 people in about a week on that channel, which is great. And I've had positive feedback on that too. People saying segregate that naughty, teeny weeny, whatever stuff to a separate channel, and then you give people more of a choice of what they want to see. This channel's like totally mainstream now. So all the people, I've had a lot of people have come on and subbed the channel, and I'm back since you finally wised up and went sort of mainstream on the channel. So yeah, Samsung cameras are amazing. They do take very beautiful pics. They're also, I'm running everything on auto too when I'm doing cinematic. I could color grade it. I could run it through Filmic, which is the professional videography app on there, and do my own color grading and stuff. But do you want to spend all day, hours doing color grading and editing, or do you want to get it out and get it done? For me, I want to get it done. The best thing for me is, I'll do the dinner out at the Occidental Hotel restaurant, the Union Hotel, and on the way home, I can just throw all the clips onto the Power Director Cyberlink, add a little bit of music at parts, and write in the phone, and then just kick it out. Man, that's the way to travel. I used to come home when Missy Jenn and I would travel, and I had a week's worth of editing to do with so many clips and stuff to put out on that. I need to be as real time as possible on what I do. That's why streams are so good. But the streams have to be very high quality. That's why Verizon has been so very good with their cell coverage, and the strength of the signal has been excellent. And not using Streamlabs gives you guys really the best possible performance. Hello, Fundy. The best possible performance that you can have out of this phone, which is great. The features aren't being swamped by other. I'm not saying I'm not bringing Streamlabs back, but there's no sense fiddling with it until they get it straightened out. Nothing annoys people more than mucking with something for hours in videos, and it just pisses people off when you do that. So that thing better be roadworthy by the time I go to reinstall that again. People asked about the monetization on the channel. I'm in no rush. The 26th I can reapply, but I will be on a doing some more work when I get back. I'm not going to rush to just hit that thing. I want to go back. I've already removed over 500,000 views of videos, and something on the order of 120 videos have been removed, and that's very painful. It's very painful. That's a legacy that you're removing, but it's stuff that's just not defining where I'm going and the direction I'm going, and it makes it more of a travel and adventure channel too. I just say hello, Fundy. I don't make a big deal out of it. It was fun to have you on the Hangout last night. You notice I didn't block out, delete, or do anything like that. Hi, Julie. How are you today? Nice to see you, the great Julie Pooley. So, like I say, for the motel experience in Vegas, I will try to get something lined up, either a psychic, a paranormal, or worst case scenario, just throw down the money and throw myself in that room and God, hope for the best in there. That's my biggest fear, is that. Yeah, it'd be fun to be on all the different channels. Well, what was wrong with it, Fundy? You know what I mean? It was let's just say it was an amusing time. That's the adjective. That I had a fun time. Let's just say you were bemused by the chat. I think that would be more appropriate to your station. Hi, Greg. How are you? Let me go ahead and tip a little bit more coffee in here. And like I said, if there's anywhere in the travels, there's cool stuff, abandoned things, and we can get in there and look around, or do an overnight somewhere. That's the kind of stuff I'm interested in doing. Vegas in the summer sounds unbearable. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be 107 to it's going to be 120 degrees on the desert floor. So got to be tough as nails, It is what it is. I'll probably take my straw hat with me and just get a little bit of sunshade, because that sun will just take the skin right off your hide out there. So especially out there, I do want to stop at the Hawaiian motel again. I would like to look around a little bit. As I said last time, tomorrow, Kojak was there, and she kind of took the edge off of my explorations. And I don't really know if that was her place or not, because she never asked me to leave. She never said, you need to get off of my property. The first thing that you would have said is, it's my property, you're going to have to leave. And I would have made the suggestion to post some no trespassing sign, because there's nothing posted on the property anywhere, and it's pretty wide open. We'll stay off the floor. That's right, Joe. Yeah, thank you, Fundy. I appreciate that. And like I said, for what it's worth today, honestly, I'm sorry to have offended you and whatever. I do not remember it, and that's not because I don't want to remember it, because I honestly don't. Hello, Linda Flanagan. And then in addition, Cobra John suggested the Zizix ZZYZZXX Road. There's the strangest road in America called Zizix Road. Thank you, Fundy. Below 4. That's so good, Papa Grizz. You keep going, my friend. You keep going. Much love to you. You're an awesome person. You're going to do great. Your life is gonna be better. Good morning, Susie. How you doing, babe? Nice to see you. I'm not your Montana. Okay, well, you have some of the same similar characteristics in general wordsmithing. That's what I'm saying, Mark. I mean, there was so much of that place I didn't get a chance to explore. So I'm going to be a little more circumspect in terms of putting a car someplace and just kind of looking around over there. It's going to be hotter than hell, but it is what it is. You know, we're just going to have to bear it out. The other thing, yeah, there's a place, Thnx Resort. It's an abandoned resort out in the desert too. So that's going to be interesting. If I don't have a signal, if I don't have cell signal, I'll go ahead and just video it, you know, with the trusty Samsung and pop the video up. I'm leaving at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, Julie. I like to be out of the Bay Area by 5:30, 5:15, 5:30, and into the Central Valley, down the Central Valley, make a left on Route 58 and head east up, climb the mountains, get up to the high desert there. So that's my plan. It always works out well for me. The van is running great. I've had no lights up on the dash, and I've had it highway speeds and everything for the better part of a week. I never leave the air con. I can do cold weather. Yeah, the heat, I'd rather have the heat than the cold for me personally. But I will take a straw hat with me, and it's going to be hotter than hell out there. So if you don't see it live, you'll be able to watch and see how it goes. We'll poke around. I don't have to be in any big hurry. The only thing I want to do Sunday night is I want to go down to the Oasis. I want to scope it out a little bit and just see the vibe I get down there. Thank you very much, Joe Kane. It's always an honor to have you along on on all the channels here. And thanks again for those of you who've now are basically subbed up to 4 channels. Yeah, Cheryl said, Rosie, took a while to find honest paranormal groups to come in and make sure they have all the equipment. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cheryl. You know, there's a lot of, I can already tell it's a very flaky thing. You know, I went to, okay, good. You had a Montana steakhouse. Awesome. Okay. Carry lots. I'm going to carry a couple cases. I'm going to pick up a couple cases of water. I'm going to pick them up on the way and throw them into, I'm going to pick up stuff when I get to Vegas. I don't want to carry all the extra weight. I'll pick up a couple cases of water. I'm going to take some basic cooking gear if I choose to cook. Good morning, Cupcake. How are you, sweetie? Good morning, Alex and Stewie. How are you, sweetie? Stewie's going to be along for the adventure. Stewie. All right. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi, Stewie. Spooks, creepers, going to be some interesting, oh, you're going to lesbian wedding reception today. That's interesting. That's interesting. It almost seems like out here in California, it's like old hat. Brown Bear Jamboree says we travel all around our Ford Transit van. Are you doing videos, Brown Bear, on there? I don't even know if you're a video. You guys have to tell me if you're creators. Then I start following your channel. Oh, the theme is State Fair. Yeah, isn't the Bay of Fundy where they have the real highs and low tides, like ridiculous high and low tides? Fundy, the Trailer Park Boys have good accents. Gee, Mr. Leahy, what do you mean? What is it? Bubbles. There's a shitstorm coming. There's a shitstorm coming. Hey, Bella Rose, off to my pool deck for the day. Okay, well, if you do, see, I know a little something funny. If you're a creator, let me know. I follow a lot of channels on here. I don't comment that much due to numbers and my own shit, but I do watch a tremendous amount. Yeah, Trailer Park Boys. I'm a shithawk. There's a shit storm coming. What do you mean, Mr. Leahy? You just watch Bubbles. You can smell it in the air. There's a shitstorm coming. Oh, I don't know what to do, Mr. Leahy. How do we prepare for a shitstorm? Just batten down the hatches. Bubbles. I heard it's very wild and woolly. I hear people die on the Fundy on the coast there because of the tidal. They get trapped down on the at super low tides and stuff. Okay, take care, Harvey. Take care. Yeah, Bubbles. Yeah, Bubbles is definitely my favorite too. You know what they said, that we should have a version for the bottom of YouTube to get all of us into a trailer park for a month and see who kills who and who knocks off who at the trailer. You know, that would be awesome. You know, you guys get to vote off who goes. Rosie's off #1. We can't stand that. Oh, a friend of for bought a property. Yeah, who comes out alive, Julie? All of your favorite YouTube, is Marshall would say, all your favorite YouTube celebrities known worldwide, right? Now, back with D. It's going to be good to hang out with D, but he's going to have to get some stuff done. It's going to be a crunch week for him. He's going to have to make a big choice. You know, either get a carrier and rack and haul that bike across country, trade it in and get another bike and ride, or C, just leave the bike in Vegas and just make the summer expedition, drop him off in Michigan, then come out of Canada, hopefully, and then come down and go to Des Moines, Chicago, and then I may go to Points East. I have not decided. Yet. So those are the choices. He's going to have to make it happen with the rack. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. You know, Quinny, I really worry about being in the middle of the Utah desert there. You know, 120 on the. Yeah, I know Bosco. I want him to get those parts ordered. It's 120 degrees on the floor of the desert there, so it ain't no joke. Gonna have to just leave it there, man. I mean, that's the reality. I cannot throw it in the back of the van. You know, that's where I'm going to be boondocking where possible. So it's not that simple. Yeah, no, Joe Kane, I'm not crazy about it, but the ProMaster can handle it with the 2.6 liter. It has been nothing but a headache. So my guess is he won't probably make that happen this week. So we'll see. In which case, I'm taking off Sunday one way or another for Salt Lake City. I got a couple days over there to chooch around, and then it's due east, long haul across Wyoming, Colorado, Wyoming, Nebraska, and into up into Michigan. Yeah, my big rack. You can always swing over in Montana and look for the guy with the cameras taking pictures of buffalo, huh? Yeah, thank you, Joseph Kane in the chat. Joe Kane sent this beautiful iron ore. Isn't this beautiful polished iron? It's an amazingly beautiful thing. I try to use all the stuff that Joe sends up, pot holders, measuring, just all kinds of things here. So he's been so kind to us, and this set is just spectacular. That it's nice and heavy, and it's a beautiful necklace. I mean, he has very good taste in it, and I love it. Yeah. I mean, he's Joseph Kane, big time metal detector too. Made the cover of gold metal detector magazines, written articles, not only about that, but about prostate cancer. lost his wife, I'm guessing 3 years ago. So he tarries on alone and does a wonderful job. So he's kind of like if you pictured a rugged Australian of a really rough cut, rugged type, but with some polish, that would be Joe Kane. You know, this is strong enough to make double hit. You keep talking, so you can make that double hit. Well, let me, funny if the challenge is, hey, Sugar, thank you. If the challenge is thrown down, what am I supposed to do, Fundy? What would you do? What would you do? You got a 2-part challenge, and I'm going to try to do the best I can. I'm going to look tomorrow night. I'm going to see how I feel when we make our way down the street and see how see what the vibe is in there. The vibe is really lousy. If I feel like the vibe is acceptable, I will reserve, room 20 for, one of the nights. I'm not going to say which night, because it may not even happen, and I don't want to waste everybody's time. Yeah, it would be tacky of you to donate $30 for rope. Yes, it would be very tasteless to do that, That's that whole place. I mean, then somebody got shot to death in room 1. I mean, it's just it's a litany of terror in that place. You do say some shit about me. Yes, I do, Joe Kane. Yes, I do. God knows if I don't say shit about you, you won't say it about yourself, right? I don't know what these things are. I don't know. This is just, I'm quite sure this is not available in the US. Nothing like this is available. This is very unique. I've had, every time I wear this, it's especially good with a low cut sort of top. Every time I wear this, I always get people coming up and feeling it. And when they feel the weight of it, they can't believe it. I say, this is iron. This is polished iron. It's pretty damn cool. So it's yeah, it's a real conversation piece. It is. That's why I love saying shit about Joe Kane, because he won't say it about himself. Okay. Only in Joe Kane is near Perth in Western Australia, and a very beautiful place. I'm not going to dox him out, but it's an amazing location. He sends up real estate things and all kinds of stuff. That's really yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing area. It's amazing how manicured people in Australia keep their places. It looks like they get down there with fine scissors and just all the so many beautiful homes. Hey, how you doing, Janie? Thanks for being on last night. That was a lot of fun to have you on. According to the show Supernatural, iron can vanquish ghosts. Janie, I put a call into some, I don't want to call them ghost hunters, to some paranormal investigators there. We'll see what happens. Alternatively, I may hire a psychic and get a psychic in there for a reading on that place. Fondy, you can let it go. I'm not it takes a lot to get booted out of the chat here. Okay, not all of them, Rosie. There's some shit place. Okay, it just looks like, let's talk about your place. Is like it reminds me of, I don't know, the most well manicured English home. Nicole, hello, good evening to you. And I don't know if you were on. I think you popped in later. It was an epic stream last night. It was like everything a Trollorama should be. Was your Montana? No, I don't think you're dyslexic, Fondy. You don't miss much in the way of syntax, punctuation, and grammar usage. Yeah, I'm doing well. I hope you're feeling better, Nicole. Hope you're feeling better. I'm just like the old war horse. I just keep plugging ahead, man, till I get the shell to the head. Be back on forum tomorrow to do streams, etc. That's awesome. That's great. Glad to hear it, girly. So that's it with D. He's going to have to make that happen. But I don't see a lot of sense in hauling the bike along, especially when he gets up to Michigan. If he has local ground transportation available up there, what's the point? What's the point? So we shall see. I don't think the what's the weight on a Honda Helix? Let's see what it is. Come on, man. Cut the bullshit. Let's see. $250cc. That's 350 pounds. That's pretty heavy. You wouldn't think that thing's that heavy, Oh, I love being very a room full of triggered folks is my drug of choice. Well, you do it well, Fundy, and you have your sycophants that come in too, and boy, they showed up in spades last night. They didn't miss much on last night's thing. So there's D, and it'll be fun to hang out with D again. We'll see what happens. I may or may not, if I book room 20, ask him to. Might just have an all-night rave at that room. I'm just not sure. All-night rave. So we'll see. We'll see what we're going to do. Moped's fun to ride like big women until your friends. But let me tell you, Bosco, some guys ain't peaches either, visualize some of the Boyd stars if you're a woman, coming down on you, right? Jen's like, he just killed me today. He just absolutely killed me. One of those boys doing push-ups on you, Oh man, Jen's dad out there. Oh shit! Some of those Rosie risky business. Well, I got these. What do you guys think? I got the. I think I look pretty good with Ray-Bans on. I think they're pretty cool. Plus, they're really good quality. See, the problem is if you get those Chinese Carnival sunglasses, then they're really dangerous for your eyes. Reason being is they provide the darkening, which opens up your retina, but they're not blocking out the UVA and UVB. Therefore, you're doing more damage to your eyes by having those irises wide open, as opposed to narrowing down to super tiny to provide automatic filtration. So you're really damaging. These GoPros are the real, these Ray-Bans, they're the real deal on there. Thank you. Nicole, my allergies were so bad yesterday. My eyes were so puffy. Yeah, that's nice. Fundy says you mirror lenses, you can see the demons within. I got another pair, but I don't think they're as fitting on me. So take those old records from the shelf. I wanna do. Old time rock and roll. Doo, 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 doo. Nicole, when is your next street stream going to be? There's the these are the standard Clubmaster. These are the Wayfarer. These are really the traditional. Good morning, Lori Green. How you doing, babe? Be back in Vegas Sunday through Thursday if you want to stream snipe or come down. I might be having a party at the Oasis Motel. Have all the locals down there. I'm missing them too, Nicole. They were grungy and goofed up. To upgrade. Oh, okay. Ate a hell of a lot of my data. You know, you can always stream in 480 too, Nicole. Rosie joined the mafia, hence the glasses. There you go. These are my ghost hunting. What do you think of the Clubmasters here? These are nice. They look real Ray-Bans. No, they are real funny. I can't afford, my eyes can't afford fake. You know, at my age, it's very easy to begin getting cataracts and stuff if you're not careful. Yeah, fine. Yeah, sneak up and come on down, Lori, and yeah, maybe we'll have a little party, little Ghostbuster. Lori Green, if you have any tip on a local psychic that's not real flaky or something like that, somebody I could pop down $100 for a couple hours, 2-3 hours. Come, just be available to come down and kind of do a psychic feel out of Stu Unger and just to kind of get a vibe of stuff. You know the Vegas area better than I do. Oh yeah, we get fucked over on data. Yeah, I know you do, Nicole. Just like Canada, we don't need sunglasses. Well, what do you think of the Clubmasters or the Wayfarers? These have always been my Wayfarers. Have always been my sunglasses of choice. Well, if you know a Ghostbuster, I'd like to hire the Ghostbuster, Lori. I'd like to hire the Ghostbuster. Well, I got a ghost experience myself. I'd like to hire the Ghostbuster. So Ghostbuster should be able to perceive if there's anything going on. The other one, last ones. Oh, you like the? I'll take both of them with me on the road. Walmart knockoffs are called Ray cans. Yeah, you're just risking your, you know, Lori. I like the kind of real shit places that stuff comes down. Not so much the abandoned towns that have been sort of like Rhyolite, but more like in Vegas where bad shit came down. Ruin the fun when ghosts give you the willies. There it is. The dark ones. Yeah, that's what I say. I think I'm better framed with the dark ones on there. So if you know anybody, Lori, just text me or something and let me know. I'm willing to have them come and do a live stream with us as they do a reading on the place. There's a place where there's one shootout. It's coolest bar. Is that the Goldfields bar out there in Goldfield between Vegas and Reno? There's Goldfield Pioneer Bar. Yeah, I'm going to take the metal detector with me, Brown Bear. I don't know on this trip. This is not going to be really a metal detecting trip, as opposed to one trip we're going to do is just going to be strictly metal detecting. Yeah, the Pioneer Bar. I heard that's a good place to get your ass kicked out there too. That's like a big biker club out there. So metal detecting is going to be a separate, because metal detecting, I want to be on the back roads. I want to be going into really tiny towns with parks and finding out where the carnivals were held and getting permission, to getting permission, stopping in the police station first and making sure there's no prohibition against metal detecting. So yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be great metal detecting with you, Brown Bear. I enjoy it a lot. I've got some very cool stuff. This is going to be major. Yeah, there you go, Nicole. This is going to be major highway travel here on this trip. So let me just say, this is at the end. I say I need your help. Once again, you'll know my routes and destinations. You'll know where I am real time if you want to reach out. Offer a place to stay. I think we do. I'm not sure if I go by Calico or not, Joe King. Yeah, metal detect near the mines. If there's a place, to crash or something like that, you can offer along the way. If you're in Nebraska or Wyoming, well, probably we'll make it across Wyoming, but somewhere in Nebraska. And on the way, 95% of Vegas is concrete. The metal detecting digging may tire you out. That's why I'm not really, Vegas is not an old town. You would have more luck detecting around other places. Oh, that's great, Nicole. Yeah, it is concrete. So what you're going to dig up is a lot of clad. But there's other towns in the west and going east where there's all types of, if you do a little research along the way where carnivals were held and other things, they're not necessarily in the parks, but you'd be surprised. I know. But so if you can help out along the way, that would be most appreciated. And if you know a cool place or can just Gmail me, icanmakeitlikenew@gmail.com. My contact info is always on my about page, and you can let me know if there's something cool, some type of throwdown challenge to do something. I know we risk cops descending like bats out of hell, but it is what it is. So Fundy, I don't even know if I've ever had a true homeless person on cam and on camera. I mean, I've had some people in sleeping bags, of course, but they were not featured. But most everybody I do that I can think of is has a place to go at night. They have a home. They're just out on the streets because they're bored, and they got nothing better to do, and they got friends, and that makes it really kind of fun. And then you have people like Rashid Mack, our black friend that came up. Dee picked him up outside across from Bally's. They were outside of the Flamingo. You can camp for free. You're hard to trigger, Leon. I'm better at night when I've had a few beers, Fundy, when you bring your gang over and you say, let me send you a reel. It's Joe Kane. It's fine. You do so much for me. I just, from here on out, I am just honored to be, as is Missy Jenn, your friend, and having you on the streams, communicating with you is wonderful. We can't possibly reciprocate all the wonderful things that you have done for Jen and I. So we just want to tell you that your friendship is paramount to us, and the other stuff is, it's not, I have goal settings and things, but, it's that kind of thing is, you're talking about mind labs and things like that. That's a commitment. That is really a commitment. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Joe Kane. I have no gang. The person kept asking, am I the mystery? I don't know. When you came in and started rolling, man, the trolls came out of the woodwork last night on the Trollorama. Shit. I mean, it was like, it's been a year since the channel. Well, I can't say that. It's been a couple months since the channel wigged up with trolls. Like, it is what it is. Funny, there'll be plenty of opportunities for me to continuously disappoint you on the travels ahead, let me tell you. Solid State, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. It is Saturday. A lot of the blokes are still sleeping. It was a late night last night. Thank you again. I'll probably be putting another pool video up on the Rosie McNamara today. I will be also dropping a videoing and doing a packing show what I'm going to be carrying in the van. So, you know, you guys have that to look forward to too. And remember, I don't know if Lori Green's here, but anything you can provide me in the way of a Ghostbuster or something like that would be great. I don't want some flaky, you know, nonsense. Thank you very much, Joe Kane. This will be the last live stream hangout. The next time will be the morning. I'll be doing up in the desert, doing some live streams of some abandoned places up there. So, okay, and I'll do a morning upload when I get to the rest stop down there in Avenal. So, okay, Jen, thank you. Okay, let's see the microphone in the Nicole got. Hold on a minute. Let's see. Wow, that's like a holy crap. That's like Ice Poseidon uses. It's like Paul Danino uses. Wow. Woo, boy, girl. You're stepping it up. No problem, Oda May. No problem, honey. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here today. Beautiful microphone, Nicole. Enjoy it. Yeah, you invested. All right, good for you. All right, invest in yourself. Thank you to my wonderful moderators, Kim C, Jen, Nicole, Oda May, and all you guys. Say a prayer for the people in the Midwest that things dry out. Levels are very high. Flooding is a real serious business. Okay, so everybody be safe. Everybody be careful. And thanks for being along this morning. Mwah.